Ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, Vae Victis has officially dropped today, and this is likely going to be one of the best custom zombies maps this entire year, because this map brings Cold War's Outbreak experience to Black Ops 3. But this time around, not only does it feature a bunch of stuff you may be familiar with if you played Outbreak in Cold War, but the story of this version is we're following the Victis crew in the Dark Aether, taking place after the events of Tag der Toten in Black Ops 4 and the Aether storyline of COD Zombies. So this means we're following Misty, Russman, Marlton, and Stuhlinger into this giant open world map. And I say giant, but it's not quite on the scale of size as a normal Outbreak map in Cold War, but it is still very large and definitely open world, and features a lot of familiar locations, pretty much all of them, that you may be familiar with from the Aether storyline. So for example, you can find bits and pieces of transit such as the farm, town, the diner, the bus depot. You can find a piece of Die Rise, you can find the church from Buried, you can find Nocturne Toten, and I'm sure there's a lot of other things out there, including as well the lighthouse from Call of the Dead in the middle of the map. But since it's Outbreak, it works the same as Outbreak. You earn less points per kill, but there's just a lot of zombies, and you can stay on wave 1 as long as you want, pretty much, until you go complete the main objective, and then you can teleport to the next wave, which is just going to be more difficult, but it's the same map, of course. In terms of the objectives, there's actually 5 different ones. There's Eliminate, which I actually had the opportunity to try out, and this is where it teleports you around where you have to take out multiple different bosses. So it was pretty intense as well. There's also an Escort mission, which I believe I did that one as well. There's also a Holdout one, which I actually did also, where it had me hold out in Nocturne Toten for this one that I actually did. So it was pretty cool, and it was the entirety of Nocturne Toten, even expanded upon slightly, because it's obviously within the Outbreak open world map. There's also the Harvest objective, and a Retrieval objective, so that's really cool. There's a brand new Wonder Weapon somewhere on the map that you can earn, as well as just 3 returning Wonder Weapons from the Aether story. There's a bunch of side quests you can find, a main Easter egg quest, including a boss fight and an ending cutscene. There's a lot of enemy variety as well, just like Outbreak normally is. So you have your normal zombies, there's Keepers, there's the Apothecan Furies, there's the custom Krasny Soldats, similar to the ones in Cold War. There's the Manglers, of course, the Tempests, and of course a custom giant version of Brutus. So all of this is awesome to see. It's like an amalgamation of the Aether storyline just thrown into the Dark Aether, and it's really cool and an awesome idea for a map. When you kill zombies, they can drop equipment such as Gersh devices, monkey bombs, and even this sort of launching grenade, which I never tested out, but it seems to be some sort of traversal device to help you move around faster. There's zip lines to get around faster as well, and you can just climb up to high places on the maps, just high cliffs or buildings, and jump off and parachute to glide and go further faster. And it all kind of works out with these simple traversal mechanics, because there's no vehicles, of course, in the map isn't actually all too crazy big, but it is significant in size. There's a full storyline with different characters and dialogue going on, so no matter how many players you're playing with, you'll be able to experience this story, which will be awesome. This video is kind of my introduction to the map and just my first attempt at it and just showing it off to you guys, but I will of course be checking out the full Easter egg with my friends in a future video. It's really cool to see all of this in Black Ops 3. You can of course go around and loot and find different chests to get a bunch of different loot and items, and it seems there's actually weapon rarity. At least it would appear that way, because one of my guns was green in color and another was blue, but I can't be for certain on that, I'm just assuming. Also, something really cool is when I killed some of the bosses and different zombies, they can actually drop field upgrades. So I believe I started off with Aether Shroud to turn invisible basically to the zombies for a short period of time, but I actually was able to pick up other ones from Cold War, such as Healing Aura, and I did find Ring of Fire, which popping that actually helped me take down one of the bosses from one of the main objectives. So it was pretty helpful, and it was really cool seeing all these field upgrades in Black Ops 3, so nice job to these map makers for doing that. This seems to be one of the most ambitious custom zombies maps ever made, and there seems to be a lot of little goodies and secrets hidden within it that I'm sure me and the rest of you guys and the entire community is going to have fun figuring out for the next few weeks. And ultimately, while I am not too big of a fan of Outbreak, it is really cool to see it in Black Ops 3, I can't deny that, and it makes for certainly a unique experience amongst all the kind of normal custom zombies maps in Black Ops 3, so that's really cool. Unfortunately, the map is so large in kind of scope and ambition that it takes up so much capability of Black Ops 3 that it's sort of pushing the limits. So they recommend you're using an SSD when you actually play this, and you may actually need sort of a better PC to even play this map and enjoy it properly. And because of this, most mods probably won't be compatible or working when playing on this map, but that's perfectly fine because the experience itself is pretty dang massive and enjoyable. But nonetheless, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video, just showing it off to you guys and letting you know that it is officially released. So it will be linked in the description down below for anyone who wants to check it out for themselves. And I can't wait to hop into this with friends and discover some of the Easter eggs and goodies and see what all this map has to offer. But with all that said, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to keep up to date with future COD Zombies content, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.